Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Ensure Ondo election reflects people's will. US tell INEC security agencies orders. Again, my people, the United States of America has issued a statement back again to Nigerians, especially to INEC, security operatives, to say that this election must reflect the will of the people, just like it happened in Edo State. It must not be a one-off. It must become a constant practice where the will of the people of Nigeria, takes place, take priority, and indeed, the voice of the people counts. It is not a time where you say you have had one off, so they celebrate them, and all of a sudden they are back to square one and then continue with business as usual as if nothing happened. Well, my people, the US have said it again. We want transparency in Ondo and election just like we had in Edo election. Let's get onto the news and get all the details. Ensure Ondo election reflects people's will. US tell INEC security agencies again. By Adebayo, the United States has called on the stakeholders in the democratic process, including the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), political parties, and the security operative in Edo's election, to ensure that the will of the people reflects, and to ensure as well that it is peaceful and transparent. The U.S. mission in Abuja, in a statement issued on Tuesday, also urged the stakeholders to continue to work together free and fair, transparent, peaceful election in Ondo State. It stated the United States urged all stakeholders to continue to work towards the free and fair, transparent process and peaceful election in Ondo State. It is important in democracy that the will of the people stands. We want to reiterate our hope that all participants in the democratic process, including the INEC, political parties, and the security services, will take into consideration and concrete steps to ensure peaceful election to reflect the will of the people in Ondo State. The United States remain committed to Nigerian partnership as to working together to achieve the mutual goal of peace and prosperity for the citizens of both our countries. Recall that when the Edo governorship election was approaching, the U.S. threatened to impose visa restriction on election riggers. Again, it has given a clear warning to Ondo that the election must be free, fair, and every stakeholder must ensure that the process reflects the will of the people. The U.S. has urged that it wants to ensure that Nigerians keep and obey to the rule of law, and the rule of law stands at all times, the will of the people being reflected irrespective of the state. At all times, democracy must be upheld. Well, my people, there you have it. The US again has issued a statement saying we want the will of the people to stand. We want the will of the people and the will of the people alone to stand. Enough is enough of, we don't want where they will say we only had a one of there was a transparency in Edo election, and Ondo, they go back to business as usual. No, Nigeria is not a dog that goes back to her vomit and re-eat it again. No, when we have left that stage, when we have left that place, we have left it and we move on. So it's saying, please make sure the will of the people stand. Make sure the will of the people is reflected, and at all times their will stand. The US said they are committed to making sure that Nigerians are committed to a free, fair election irrespective of the state. They want to ensure and to make sure that this whole process is peaceful and transparent. We know that in Ondo State, right now, there are three strong contenders. We have the APC, PDP, and the ZLP. These are strong contenders. Looking forward to become, Ondo State governor. We have the incumbent governor, We have the incumbent governor, the person of Akeredolu, who is seeking, a re-election under the APC. But, the People Democratic Party are really against him, saying if you have worked hard, that's a PDP saying if you have worked hard, your work should be speaking for you. You don't need to converse or coerce the people or be looking forward to rigging election. If you work hard, you will get it. You will get the people who will just come to you and say you have worked hard, continue with what you have been doing, continue with business as usual. So this is where we are right now. This is what is happening. This is, the reflection, the true state of things right now. U.S. again has released a statement with regards to Ondo State election. We don't know if the UK will follow, just like what happened the other time, where they wait few days to Edo election. They also issued a statement saying everybody that wants to participate in the Edo election must make sure that the will of the people also stand. Otherwise, visa ban and assets, confiscation. This made every stakeholder to get on board and to stand very well and to, Edo election was a reflection of democracy in Nigeria. Aside June 12th, people keep saying that was the next most transparent election in the whole of Nigeria since 1992. 1992, 1993, thereabout. So my people, that's where we have it for today. That's where we've been hearing about people talking about the state of Nigeria, the state of our democracy. Buhari has done this to make people see that he's committed to a peaceful, transparent election. Buhari has done this to say to the people that I am committed to democracy. But is that the true state of the country, or is it just a one-off? These are questions that we need to ask ourselves. These are reality check that we need to come on board and see and ask ourselves again and again. Are all this really reflecting what the state of the country or the state of the people is, the will of the people? On those states, the election is exactly on Saturday. Apple Line Media, please stay tuned to us. We'll be keeping you up to date as every matter comes on board. We'll be informing you up to date. Nigeria is our country, and so we need to make sure and ensure that our democracy is up to date. Well, don't forget that you have a voice, and you speaking makes a whole difference in our election. It's not you don't have to be quiet. You have to speak, and you have to make your voice count. Anyway, guys, this is the true reflection and the true state of things. Please let your voice be heard. Don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe, to click on the notification button so you can always get all our latest news. Apple Line Media will bring you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. Don't forget, whatever you decide will determine the future of Nigeria. Bye for now.